Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. A couple quick clarifications. Number one, I'm trading futures. If you don't know what futures are, I'll put a link down below to a totally free 4-part series that'll walk through the futures market and how it all works. And second, I'm trading futures through a prop firm. What is a prop firm? How does a prop firm work? Which prop firm am I using? You can find all that up at the link above. I'll also put in the description area. But in a nutshell, a prop firm is a way for you to have very little of your own capital at risk, and then you have a whole lot of upside potential. So if that sounds like something that could be of value to you, then definitely make sure to check out that link. So as of now, not a whole lot going on from the trading standpoint, but I'll go ahead and pause the screen recording software for now, and I'll be back as soon as I find a potential trade. All right, we have some momentum here. Might try to catch some momentum, but I don't want to. Obviously, try to avoid the top, so pulling back here a little bit. Okay, in. Out there, very good. Just like that, 1260. Like I said, futures are pretty awesome, pretty awesome. And in hindsight, I could have made a lot more, but hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But like I said, just seemed to be some momentum. Let it pull back a little bit within the momentum itself, and then hopped in. And I don't know if I was in that trade even 3 seconds, but overall it played out just fine. So nice start, nice opening trade. And this is what you got to be careful of too. That's why you never, buying the top. Granted, to be fair, you don't know if it is ever the top, but as you saw there, the difference for me was, I was not buying when it was a solid green candle. I let it pull back. And yeah, this is that potential risk, but again, within the, wow, what a pull. Now I don't even, this is basically a reversal at this point. Alrighty then. Well, hey, welcome to the world of futures, but as long as you don't overstay your welcome, like I said, all I can say, if you can look at 1260 and, 3 seconds, say, nah, that's weak. That's weak. Cool. Like, what do you do for a living? I'm not jealous of you. I am very, I'm intrigued by you. I'm inspired by you. What do you do for a living? Where 1260 in, 3 seconds is you would just scoff at it. Again, cool. But hey, like, congrats on you in life. You are doing something in life that you're absolutely beast mode in it. All right. Well, I will pause for now and I'll see if I can get another trade. I will say this, though. I am now in the spirit of risk management. I'm going to switch over. So it'll be the same chart. I'm going to switch, and you'll see. So same chart, but now I'm doing what are called MNQs. And MNQs, the P&L just moves slower. So this is one of the situations where if you make a trade and you're correct, you're going to regret it. You're going to be like, oh, I should have done NQ. Why? Well, because NQ would put more money in your pocket. This was an NQ trade. You can see that over here. NQ. But MNQ doesn't add up as fast. However, if you are wrong about the trade, you'll be very wow, look at this movement. Wow. All the way down, all the way straight back up. But if you're wrong with MNQ, you'll be very happy you did MNQ. Why? Well, because the losses add up a lot slower than what they would if you were wrong with NQ. So it's totally one of those things where, depending on the outcome of the trade, will dictate whether or not you think you made a good decision to change to MNQ. But I've learned now that within the world of futures, that is actually one of the great things. You can trade the exact same chart, but just in either you want to do it a little bit more of a risky way or less of a risky way. And that's one of those things. The invention of what are called micro futures, I would argue, very, very game-changing invention. What was that, 6-7 years ago? As of the recording of this video, that is. But so yes, I'm now on MNQs. So we'll see if I can get any more trades. I'll pause. All right. I'm wondering if this thing is about to drop all the way down. I'm in short. MNQs here. Okay, I picked up 5 more. Let's see if this thing wants to come on down. Come on. Come on, get red. And I was putzing around a little bit too much. Still 112 on that one. But yes, now I'm like, oh man, had I just done NQs, that would have maybe been another $1,000. Because again, NQs move 10 times faster. So yeah, played it just fine. Even now, look, it's not coming down. It's hovering around here, and I didn't want to risk it all of a sudden snapping back up. Yeah. Now, to be fair, maybe it does eventually come back down. But for the timing, I was thinking I played it as I should have. I thought it would, if it was going to drop, I figured it'd drop. Okay, and it did finally drop. But yeah, it certainly took longer than in my mind it would have needed to take. So back up here. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Let's see if I can find something else. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and just call it good. I'm happy, and I'm just going to move on. So it is what it is at this point, and yeah, there's probably some missed trades in there, but like I said, it is what it is. No need to get all upset about it and go start forcing trades and all that as I stare at this candle. Beautiful red candle coming straight down, but like I said, it is what it is. So I'll go ahead and just call it good. Before I go, though, real quick, I do want to invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I offer. So if you're a beginner trader, maybe you're struggling in your journey, then I'm very confident you can get some value from this webinar. If you're a battle-hardened veteran with a bulletproof strategy, you are welcome to attend. I'm not sure if you'll get anything from it, but like I said, you are still more than welcome to attend. But my confidence level, very high if you are, like I said, either struggling in your journey or you're just getting started. I will give you some things to ensure that you don't go down rabbit holes that don't actually make sense. Even though they may seem that they make sense, they actually don't. So if you want, like I said, some things that I've seen over the years that can really help, save you a lot of time and headaches, then get signed up for it. So go to claytrader.com/live, or just go to the link in the description area. So thanks for hanging out. Hit that like button, and I'll see you back in the next one.